Pacific One News, the news web leader, your exposure to the world.
She was like daughter, says man accused of cutting partner into pieces. Father of minor wrestler who filed case against WFI president said he filed a false complaint. Punjab governor pitches for 1 or 2 surgical strikes against Pak. The Congress hits back at S. Jaishankar over his criticism of Rahul Gandhi's US remarks. Hi, this is Khushi Chauhan and you're watching Pacific One News, the news web leader, your exposure to the world. The man accused of killing his allegedly chopping the body into innumerable pieces has told police during interrogation that he is HIV positive and had never had physical relationship with Vaidya as she was like his daughter, a senior police officer told. The officer said that accused Manoj, who was arrested on Thursday, claimed that Saraswati Vaidya died on June 3 by suicide. Fearing that he would be booked in the case, he allegedly tried to dispose of the body and told police that he planned to end his life thereafter, the officer said. The officer, who visited the spot on Wednesday night after the death came to light, said details of Manoj's claim during interrogation are being verified. After cutting the body into small parts with an electric-free cutter, Sen allegedly boiled parts of it in a pressure cooker and roasted them on gas to dump them easily. He had allegedly kept the pieces in a bucket, tub, cooker and other vessels in the kitchen and cut them so small that police could not even count them, an officer said. On 8th June 2023, the father of the minor wrestler who levelled allegations of sexual harassment against Wrestling Federation of India's chief and BJP MP Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh said that he filed a false complaint against the WFI president. He reiterated his statement dated June 5 that he gave before the magistrate in New Delhi. According to reports, the father of the minor wrestler girl said that though Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh did not sexually harass the girl, he was partial against his daughter. He explained that the accusations of sexual harassment against Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh were made due to intense anger as his daughters had lost in the final of last year's trials for the Asian Championship. However, the father of the young wrestler girl clarified that they had not retracted the previous complaint but had provided additional statements. The girl's father said the entire staff on match duty was from Delhi and the opponent girl also hailed from Delhi, which is illegal. I have changed my statements. Some allegations were true and some were false. Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh had not sexually harassed my daughter, but his approach has biased against her. Punjab Governor Banwari Lal Purohit said surgical strikes should be conducted against Pakistan to teach it a lesson as he accused the neighbouring country of pushing drugs into the Indian territory. Mr. Purohit also praised the Punjab government over the issue of drug seizure and tackling drones that are being used to send narcotics from across the border. The governor was on a 2-day visit to the border districts of the state. He said the generation must be stopped from becoming addicts at any cost and added that if Pakistan is playing mischief with India, 1 or 2 surgical strikes should be conducted against it. Purohit expressed satisfaction over the coordination among central agencies such as the BSF, Army and Intelligence Bureau and the public police. Addressing the media, the governor came down heavily on Pakistan for launching a hidden war against India, saying it is doing so as it could not engage in a direct fight against the country. He also expressed concern over the use of drones by Pakistan for pushing drugs and weapons into India and laid an emphasis on effectively countering the same. The Congress hit back at External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar over his criticism of Rahul Gandhi for his remarks made in the US recently, saying the man who started the practice of taking national politics outside the country is none other than the one who gave him a ministerial position. Congress General Secretary Jairam Ramesh's attack came after Jaishankar slammed Mr. Gandhi for his habit of criticizing India abroad and said taking national politics out of the country is not in the nation's interest. To a question at a press conference on the Congress leader's strong remarks made in the United States against the Narendra Modi government. Mr. Jaishankar said he does not have a problem with whatever is done within India, but asserted that taking internal issues abroad is not appropriate. In an apparent swipe at Prime Minister Modi, Mr. Ramesh said on Twitter, the man who stated the practice of taking national politics outside the country is none other than the man who gave you your ministerial position. You know it, but you cannot acknowledge it, Dr. Minister asked about Mr. Jaishankar's criticism of Rahul Gandhi. Congress General Secretary Randeep Surjewala said the Bharatiya Janata Party has given an old script to the External Affairs Minister and he should read a new one. As the opposition parties step up to build a united platform against the ruling BJP for the 2024 Lok Sabha elections, the Saffron Party has returned to kickstart talks with its erstwhile allies in a bid to breathe a new life into the NDA. Even as the party has sought to firm up ties with its existing partners, its route to the recent Karnataka Assembly polls, coupled with the rapidly changing political situation, seems to have forced the BJP to shed its tough stance against ex-partners that walked out of the party-led NDA on a sore note. Clearly, the party is again looking to stitch up a formidable coalition for the general election. BJP sources said the party leadership has already resumed alliance talks with the Janata Dal in Karnataka, Telugu Desam Party in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, and the Shiromani Akali Dal in Punjab. The BJP top brass has also reaffirmed the party's ties with the Eknath Shinde-led Shiv Sena and the AIADMK in Tamil Nadu. Also, it will soon meet and hold discussions with smaller allies in other states, including Uttar Pradesh and Bihar, sources said. Now it's time for a short break. We'll be back soon.
Pacific One News, the news web leader, your exposure to the world.
The political situation was all right.
हर कीमत पर भारत की एकता अखंडता की रक्षा की जाएगी.
Who? What? When? Why? Your curiosity is our priority. Who trumped the political tussle? Who showed their power muscle? Scaling new peaks in science and tech. Are they keeping the global warming in check? From foreign policies to international disputes, we keep an eye on India's rise to superpower. We bring you news as is. No opinions, no agenda, no masala. Keep calm and access top stories right in your palm. We bring you news that you can use.
हालात को देखते हुए देश में ये लॉकडाउन 21 दिन का होगा.
Cruising through the alleys, towns and metros. Every moment of importance. From geopolitical moves to hyper-local news, we bring you what's happening in India. New outlook, new thoughts, news with the views. Pacific One News, the news web leader, your exposure to the world.
So we are back after a break, now moving ahead. After hosting the G20 Anti-Corruption Working Group meeting in March, Gurgaon is set to host another two-day G20 meeting from July 13. The conference on crime and security in the age of NFTs, AI and Metaverse. The conference aims to address the challenges surrounding emerging technologies such as non-fungible tokens, artificial intelligence and the Metaverse, and their impact on crime and security. It will provide a platform for experts, policymakers and stakeholders from around the world to engage in meaningful discussions, share insights and develop strategies. Haryana Chief Secretary Sanjeev Kaushal reviewed preparations for the upcoming event in collaboration with senior officers from the Ministry of Home Affairs and the state government. During the meeting, Kaushal highlighted various initiatives to enhance the delegates' experience, including an exhibition showcasing Haryana's journey of progress and cultural heritage, as well as captivating cultural program. Moreover, the Higher Education Department has planned a series of seminars, essay writing competitions and other engaging events in colleges and universities across the state in this connection. A fire broke out at a hospital for newborns in Delhi's Vaishali colony, officials said, adding that 20 babies were rescued and shifted to different hospitals. Delhi Fire Services Chief Atul Garg said that the fire control room received a call at around 1:35 a.m. on Friday from the newborn child hospital in Vaishali colony. Following this, 9 fire tenders were rushed to the spot and 20 newborns were rescued and shifted to nearby hospitals. 13 newborns were shifted to Arya Hospital in Janakpuri, 2 to Dwarka Mode Newborn Child Hospital, 2 to JK Hospital in Janakpuri, and 3 babies were discharged, Garg said. The fire broke out in the basement of the building, which was a ground plus 3-story structure. The hospital was on the first floor. No one was hurt in the blaze. 9 fire units were dispatched to the site. Garg said that they were informed about the blaze at hospital in Vaishali colony around 1:35 a.m. The hospital operated from the first floor of a 4-story building constructed over a 180 square yard plot, said Garg. He added that prima facie it appeared that the fire broke out at a shop located in the basement of the building. Garg said that the smoke soon engulfed the hospital. Hitting out at a school administration in Renavari here for allegedly not allowing abaya-wearing girl students to enter the school premises. Jammu and Kashmir People's Democratic Party Chief Mehbooba Mufti said it was an attack on religious freedom guaranteed by the Constitution. Abaya is a loose-fitting, full-length robe worn by Muslim women. It is our personal right to decide what to wear and what not to wear. Don't force us to do anything which is against our religion. It is our constitutional right what we wear or eat, Mufti told media. She further said earlier we saw such incidents in Karnataka and now we are seeing this being implemented in Kashmir. We will never accept this and there will be strong reactions to the incident. They want to turn this country into Godse's country and Jammu and Kashmir have become a laboratory for that, she said. She further alleged they are now harassing Islamic scholars like Dawoodi Veeri. Last day, NIA summoned senior Islamic scholar Rahmatullah of Bandipora, which is unacceptable. If the situation is normal after the abrogation of Article 370, why Islamic scholars are being summoned by the NIA? At least 35 weapons and warlike stores were recovered during joint combing operations by security forces in ethnic violence-affected Manipur, an official said. Domination of the arterial National Highway 37 connecting capital Imphal with Assam and other parts of the country was carried out to ensure free movement of essential goods to and from Manipur as part of the operations, he said. Stating that 35 weapons of different types, ammunition and warlike stores were recovered on the second day of joint combing operations in the hills and the valleys sector. The official said that the security forces are adopting confidence-building measure and a people-centric approach to alleviate the hardships of the people affected by the month-long ethnic strife in the northeastern state on the first day of the joint combing operations on Wednesday. The security forces recovered 29 weapons, mostly automatic, mortar, hand grenades, small arms, ammunition and warlike stores. He said that magistrates were present during combing operations in non-AFSPA areas. Adequate measures were being taken during the combing operations aimed at de-escalation of tensions among communities through physical domination besides recovery of weapons and ammunition to ensure that the local population are not inconvenienced, the official added. The Congress leadership told Karnataka Animal Husbandry Minister K. Venkatesh to stay within his limits after he indicated that the Congress government would amend the previous BJP government's stringent cow slaughter law. A statement that drew protest from the Saffron Party, AICC General Secretary in charge of Karnataka, Randeep Surjewala said the minister has been told to focus on the welfare of dairy farmers and ensuring that they get good prices for milk. The minister has been told to focus on the work under his ministry and not decide on a policy that does not come under his purview. He has been asked to stay within his limits, he told reporters. While the Congress High Command rebuked Venkatesh, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah had earlier this week said the state cabinet will discuss the issue. The BJP amended it once, we reverted it to the earlier provisions. They have amended it again. We will discuss it in the cabinet meeting, the Chief Minister had said. It is not clear whether the High Command has asked Siddaramaiah not to take up the issue. While arguing that the cabinet was yet to discuss the issue, Siddaramaiah had pointed out Karnataka Prevention of Slaughter and Preservation of Cattle Act passed in 1964 did not restrict the slaughter of cattle above 12 years, barren cows and other cows not fit for agricultural purposes. That's all for now. Stay tuned for more updates.
Pacific One News, the news web leader, your exposure to the world.